So 7 days ago, that was when we left, specifying language documentation, okay, more documentation, fixing the issues that we found during the demos last week, and also that Antoine reported. This one, small fixes, yeah, the script issue that we saw last week during the demos. Nick working on the remove type feature provider is a branch, a PR, to remove some service that we might not need, but actually we might actually need it. So we'll see. We merged, well, we talked about it. Auth to Sergio, still working on that. I worked on the RSS. I worked on the new admin menu. These are my two demos today. Sergio still on Auth branch. Antoine created new branches, index settings, search result fix, just displaying the search results in summary instead of detail. Makes totally sense. Nick started a new interesting work, Glimpse branch. So integrating Glimpse in Orchard 2, the new Glimpse, but on .NET Core. So he had to migrate the code to the RTM of .NET Core because the last change was from last year and was still on the preview or RC version of the .NET Core, ASP.NET Core. So he's been doing that, and I see that there was a commit 3 hours ago to proxy the DB connection. So apparently it's unblocked for the DB connection. We'll see how it goes. I need to tweet a screenshot about the result, but it's just standard performance metrics right now. The idea being that we can see the SQL queries and also the hopefully the shape tracing inside the Glimpse. And Sergio on the Auth branch again. Demos. Anyone has demos? Because I do. Okay. Demos. I'm under which machine I'm on. I'm on demo. I'm lost. Okay, this is the correct machine. Okay. Building. So 2 demos today. The admin menu that I made, I changed to look like the new admin theme in Orchard 1. So the things that had been decided and during a meeting a few months ago. And the RSS feature is not complete. I'm missing some things. Antoine filed some bugs to list the missing things on RSS, but at least it works for the common scenarios. Should be quick. Am I really on the? So this, yes, this is the correct one. Okay. It's usually fast, but I did a rebase right before, so I had RSS and admin menu on the same branch. It's usually faster. So in the RSS feature, what's missing is a way to define the a proxy URL instead of the default one, like FeedBurner URL. I completely forgot that. I need to add the RSS part, which lets you customize the RSS element properties based on tokens. This is very useful. I think that's it. It should be easy to port both of them. Maybe also a setting to define how many items in the feed should be set. Right now it's hard-coded, and we might want to change the default. Okay, done. It's slow, that's weird. I'm worried because this view doesn't change. Okay, I was not on the correct machine, that's why it was slow. My taskbar doesn't change based on where I am, on which machine I am. And you see it's much faster. Okay, so I was on the local machine. Okay, better. Yep, this is a good one. So this is default one. I will go on block 46, which is a nice one from the recipe. And now if we go to the view source, by default, there is this thing which is generated. So block 46 contains lists the list content item ID / RSS. Okay, and this one is for this current view, this current blog, the RSS feed, and there is only one item, which is the only blog post in this thing. So this thing works. Yep, so we'll be able to change to use a proxy later. Then on the admin side, this is the menu I've been working on last week. So it looks like Orchard 1 with, you can collapse the elements, okay? Expand the elements, collapse, expand. If there are items which have sub-items like this one, so in design there is settings. If I click, so it can expand multiple levels. Yes, there is an issue also already open for that. And it's not the first time we are talking about it actually, because it hasn't changed. So the suggestion is that either they are horizontal then go downward, but in this case they should be on the left, okay? Or if they just expand collapse and they are on the right, it should be something that shows that it will go down and not left. So it will either be a plus minus or like Anthony is suggesting, up down. So they will just be by default down. So you know that you can click on that and it will go down, and then they show up. So you can, oh, I want it to go up. So they won't be left, right, and on the right. I want it to be on the right because there are icons here. And if we have an icon and a chevron, then it will be too much on the side. So it's better here to use this empty space, which will always be there. Yes, exactly. So by default, it will be going down. I don't know how it's a V. Okay, just to show you can click to expand the navigation, and then when they are open, they will be going up. Okay. This, and also another change I want to do is that right now a section which contains sub-items is not clickable. And I think we should be able to make it clickable if you want to, like make the text a link, okay, but not expanding unless there is no link, and just click on the expand collapse icon to expand it. So clicking on the item will open the link, and clicking on this one will collapse it, expand. So this is the first change to do. Also, from early feedback, we need to pad the sub-items, or if not padding, to use a different background for the expanded zone, just to realize that it's an expansion. So second comment I got from the early demonstration. We also need a scroll bar, a thin scroll bar to be able to navigate inside the menu, because when everything is expanded, it goes down, it overflows the zone, so we need to be able to have a scroll bar. Also, so that when we scroll the content on the right independently, we'll still have the menu at the same location where we were at. So that's important. So right now we keep the selection, which is good. That's it. The main open question I have now, and I will show you some example, I have this on the notes, is about the second level navigation. Let me show you about the content tree. The content tree like navigation. So this is Admin LT, which is a very famous, and you see the inspiration of the children, very famous dashboard theme. So here navigation also has multiple levels, multi-level. You see here level 1, level 2, so this is nice. You see the background is different when it's open, so we have an ID that it's open, so I think the background ID is interesting. What there is, though, is that if I click on mailbox, there is another navigation here with folders. Okay, this is a navigation. I can click and it will open different views. And there is another one. I don't remember which one, but there is another one, and I'm sure Antoine is writing which one. No, but there is another one. So the idea is that yep.
Calendar and
calendar
maybe.
Thank you. Not really.
Yeah.
Media. Where is media?
Where is media? Tu confonds avec Porto Admin peut-être.
Maybe. Porto Admin. Where is it? Live preview. This is what I clicked. Where is the live preview? Oh, Porto admin is different. Maybe that Porto admin. Okay. Nope, same thing. It's very hard.
I pasted the link. in the chat.
Media.
The link is in the chat.
So multiple levels again. Mailbox. You see, so well, okay, I remember that. So when I clicked mailbox, it collapsed the main menu into just the icons on the left. And then I have another navigation just there. And there was another one, but and then maybe here. Nope. It's not very nice because if I click, yes, another kind of navigation here. You see media, and we have exactly the same same feature. Yeah, it's kind of hard to go back from this one to this one. I don't really like the fact that it goes down to one icon. Well, so the idea is that, or the question is that we have two solutions here. Either keep a single menu and make it dynamic to add two kinds of navigation. First kind being the content tree, which can be plugged by any module to add different ways to filter the content menu, the content items. So by adding custom menu items inside, and also for the media, which is another feature where we need lots of items in the menu, so we can have folders-like navigation in the media section, and they could both be inside the main menu by sub-items and customizing what's inside. The issue is that now we will mix the admin navigation with content navigation, media or content items. So I'm not really a fan of that. I would rather have for each section, if they need it, like if I click content items, a custom navigation for content management, like the content tree thing. And if I click media, then a custom navigation for media, because they might also be different. They might have different, like the example with the mailbox and the media, which shows different kinds of navigation, but very specific to the page we clicked on. Any comments on that? To be able to have two different menus, and then it's not the responsibility of the theme to provide this section. It's the responsibility of the feature to create a zone where there will be its menu and its extensibility model for this menu.
It sounds like the only problem with this would be to have two columns of navigation at the same time, and maybe collapsing the first one to enable people to focus on the second one would be nice.
This is something like that you suggest. Where is that? Here. Oh, it was in. It was in Edge. Okay, like this one.
Yeah, exactly. It collapses to the icons, except that there doesn't seem to be a clear way to expand it again.
So I assume.
Or is it the hamburger thing?
Yes, that will work.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
There is also a hover feature. Like if I go over, it appears, but I hate that because when I'm there and I want to go back, it's too automatic. I have no click and I don't like it. And even for touch, I don't know it works. So I will disable this feature. I will just say, okay, you want to go there, reopen that.
Yeah, that's good to me. That's exactly what I.
Okay, so fold on the first level of items here, but if I click, it shows the full menu. So I have an option to. Okay. Anyone else? Options, suggestions? Okay, so the only feature we provide from the admin theme is the fact that it can be collapsed. So when I open this page will tell a menu collapse yourself. And then I can force expanding again by clicking on the button, the hamburger. Okay. Good. We paste the link. Where is that? Here. Yes, this one. Okay. That's it for the menu. Yep. Okay. I will do that. What else? What do I have on my notes? My notes, meetings. Right now, I think that's it for the demos, unless you have other questions, but that's all. What is nice is that I reached my goal and more for the current milestone. My goal for the alpha milestone was to have everything like this, collapsible admin menu and the RSS API. So this is done. This will be merged once I've done the last things. We also have the menu. We have everything. The next milestone will be about more complex menus and very important ones. Layouts, widgets, taxonomies, media library, and projections. Targeting April, but we have a conference in the middle. So that's kind of hard to get to, but why not? I'm sure if even with 2 weeks or 3 weeks of work for each of them, it's doable. I've already started some discussions with some of you based on different features about what we should change or not. Like I had talks with Daniel about layouts, and we've talked also about the matrix from the Graph CMS features. We'll have to talk about also media processing, what we want to change. But yeah, this is the next big milestone. So right now, the goal was to be able to host a blog, and we can do that. There are very few features that we will need to make it a easy front-end website, but you saw that we have everything for a blog. Just few fixes to be done with. So yeah, I will open design issues for that. Again, if you are interested into this feature and changing them or have some feedback to provide, please comment on the design notes or ping me on Skype, Gitter. Comments about that? About schedule and features? Good. This one then, menus, RSS, topics, harvest. I'm about to send an email to our emailing list. So first the newsletter, actually. Let me show you. This is the email. So I got some confirmations from the steering committee already. The website has been updated. I provided this section. I filed it because it was missing. Let me show you. I finished the accommodation information. I provided 3 different hotels and also a map of the conference and the recommended hotels. Suggested, not recommended, suggested. Ones that some of us have booked so far. I haven't included yours, Bertrand. It was too late. But that's fine, we don't care. And the location of the conference, nice green tree. Okay. What else? So that's it. I updated the front page with the link, so everything is ready. I will send this communication with also the link to Eventbrite. I used a nice URL for the Eventbrite. Just random information, links to submit sessions. I put a deadline of January 16th to submit sessions. We already have like, let's say, 75% of the sessions we'll have. I will show you. So yes, I will send this today. Sessions. What do we have so far as suggestions from the site? We have some from Rob, Steve, Bertrand. I don't know the details for this one, but I've talked to them. So we have Rob, who will probably talk about case study, big gaming, and large-scale application on Azure. Okay, so this is one suggestion. So case study scaling on Azure. Steve was suggesting theming, website building, Bootstrap, Angular, and things in Orchard, so theming. Bertrand will be on C# and .NET Core. .NET Core 2.0. I suppose we should talk about Orchard 2. I don't know how much. 1-2 slots. Oh. Okay, I don't need that anymore. Okay, good. Zoltan and Benedek, I've talked to them. They would have 2 sessions, so 1 each. They do lots of projects every year, so I think they could have 2 slots to talk about different things. They sent me some ideas and they look nice, but I don't remember which ones. So I put them in the list. Chris also, I talked to Daniel. Chris has a subject which was interesting. I don't remember which one. Daniel, I remember he wanted to explain how to do SPA application with Orchard. He said he's got some nice patterns to do that. I also have a slot for a member of the ASP.NET MVC team to talk about Razor pages and probably also Razor extensibility, two new things on ASP.NET MVC that we will use extensively in Orchard 2, Razor pages and probably also Razor extensibility. And we still have 2 slots or more if some of them are not accepted or we make more space. Okay, if we have some better. So yes, I haven't had any suggestion from Sipkoenig, but we have 2 more slots. If Nick, for instance, if it's on Orchard 2, it could be this one. Okay, I don't care. So the question, yes, Sipke will also probably have something. We'll see. But the form is still open and anyone can submit any ID. This will include Keynote, so probably, yeah. So we have 12 sessions to do. 12 sessions including Keynotes. This is the agenda we had from last year, and I think it was fine in terms of timing. Yeah, I'm just trying to fill slots. Last year we used the Keynote to talk about to do some things like you talked about the CMS of the future and things like this. So we could one of them will be a Keynote. Suggestion or wishes for sessions, things that you would like to see, and then we could try to find a speaker for specific subjects instead of trying to ask speakers what they want to talk about. Like, do we need 2 sessions for Orchard 2? Do we need 1? Do we need 10? Do we need specific things for Orchard 2? Are there topics that we have to talk about like every year? Like e-commerce, like localization. Localization could be interesting because there are some improvements in 110x, and there will be also more in dev branch. So that could be interesting also. opinion. Okay. So just to say, I will send this email and we'll see how it goes. People will start submitting IDs also. Then we'll be able to choose. Okay. So far we don't choose. We take what people suggest, but at some point we'll have to choose also. Yeah, so feel free to send to file the form or to send me an email. That's it. What else? So communication, session, speakers, notes. I wanted to talk about theming with George, but he's not here. He said he will ask his team about things, but nope. Other topics you want to talk about? Otherwise, we'll make a short meeting this week. That's fine. Less people, holidays. Okay. No more topics? Then we'll stop there. So, see you on Thursday.